I have installed the BetterRuins mod on my private world because I'm afraid that in the 120 update the ruins are really odd and very iffy. I don't feel that I'm getting the same quality of ruins. And look at what I found. Now, I'm from Europe, and I know that a great friend of mine built this ruin. His name is Dampus, and he had help from NickLas and another great friend of mine, Reli. And the two of them helped him outfit the inside, but the actual building itself was Dampus. Now, Dampus and I, both being European, we are used to the great soaring stone cathedrals of the early Christian period. I myself live in a town that has a cathedral that was built by the Saxons and taken over by the Normans in 1166. So we are used to these towering edifices because the stonemasons believed that the taller the building, the higher and it was, the closer you got to God. Let's just go across the ice here. Now, I'm in a claystone area, but this build will manifest itself in whatever stone of biome it's in. And you can already see, can you see at the top that circular window? It looks like one of the gorgeous medieval glass windows. If you've ever seen pictures of Chartres Cathedral, and I've been lucky enough to be there in France, they had windows like that were full of the most gorgeous glass. So let's go in, and of course it has cathedral steps, it has doors. Let me put F4 on. Ignore the teleporter, that is mine. And this is the most wonderful build. The feel you get just standing here is truly the sort of feeling you get in some of the greatest cathedrals. In the UK, we have Winchester Cathedral near me, Salisbury Cathedral, and they both have this feeling of soaring arches going up and up and up. What makes this an even better build, in my view, is that it is a ruin. And the way that it is ruined has been absolutely fantastic. So let's have a look around. First of all, you can see, let's look on the map. This thing is huge. That's a trader. It's minute. It's absolutely huge. We are here looking this way. The excitement is all in this area, by the way. And there are spoilers on the ground floor. First of all, I love the line of these pillars. If it had been me building it, I would have made these pillar bases all the same, and it would not have looked as good. I love the way the floor is slightly mottled, because of course in the old cathedrals, the floors were not the same. They were not all made of the same sort of concrete. They were made of different stone. You can see that the roof up there has fallen in. So we have the aged wooden stairs which represent parts of the roof that have fallen in. We have the grey ceramic shingle roofing, and I will be picking all this up. Now up here, I have already raided this, I'm afraid. This is like a pulpit, and you can see that you look down the central aisle, you look up, and these gorgeous grey sort of pointed edifices go up and up and up. And you can see how this end is just wonderful with the open doors at the end. We'll come on to that. I'm in creative, by the way, because this is not a ruin that I can take time in if I'm not in creative. So this was the pulpit. You can see that there are all the pews beneath, which are fantastically gorgeous. This pulpit, I'm afraid, having raided, it did have lecterns in it. It had a black bronze lantern, and with the lecterns and the altar, it was pretty gorgeous. This is where the ruin comes in over here, and you can see that it lets light in and it emphasizes the rest of the build superbly. And you can see that the build fits magnificently into this rather barren landscape. It's really, really beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now what we do have, of course, are these gorgeous banners. So I don't know what deity they were worshipping, but these are lovely sun banners, and we can of course take those out. Can you hear the echo? And we've got more sun banners over here. Now over to the edges there are little niches where people can sit with benches. It's really nice. There are different windows over here. Look at the light coming through there. It's truly gorgeous. And as I said, all these little niches. So the central part of the church faces north, strangely enough. They would normally be built east-west. This one faces north. Now, when we come down, we find some rather interesting things. Ooh, we have things underneath. We will go down later. That is going to be serious spoilers. You can already hear the growling. There is another underground place there. So there's two of them along there. And coming up here, we can see that we've got this bit. Look at the hole in the roof with the sun filtering down. And again, we have these beautiful closed doors. We'll be able to take the doors away. We'll be able to take the stone away if we want to. And I would say that some people do make their bases in these ruins. This would be a very difficult place to make a base in. Let's come back to the central area. And as I said, this is beautifully put together so that you can sit, you can look at the preacher in the pulpit, you can read from your book. So if you want lecterns, oh my goodness, have you got lecterns? We've got the sun banners on the walls. And then if we come down to this area, and this is where it gets into serious spoilers, guys. Coming down this edge, again, more niches, more little ingle nooks and things like that. Now I have actually blocked this one that goes down here. Yeah, I could hear a saw blade locust. I killed a raccoon in here. Now I have actually gone through this part and not gone into it because again we have this beautiful aged wood. And I've blocked this off as well. This to me is such a wonderful building. I do not know how Dampus has had the time to do all this. And the patience. I mean, look at all these windows. You know, they're all exact. The beautiful archways he's put up. I do love this pulpit here. I think it's great. I think they must have been sun worshippers. That's right. They must have been sun worshippers because you look towards the preacher who is in the south and we have sun banners. There is a huge chandelier up there. The archways are just fantastic. It's so complex, this building, so incredibly complex. Even this pulpit is complex. It's got steps, it's got whole blocks, it's got half blocks, it's got these that are speliothum. Indeed, it's got wall. You know, it really is a highly, highly complex build. We've had a look at the inside, but what I want to do is to have a look at the outside because this is a phenomenal build. Just thinking it through and designing it is fabulous. For a start, we have the east entrance. We have this beautiful portico, and you can see how this has been done with this is just a double line of steps, but it looks fantastic. Then we've got the keystone here. I love these little speleotherms, which I think I think are stalactites or stalagmites. I'm not sure. We've got very, very beautiful, beautiful stones being used. And I think that the fact that it's not absolutely equal on both sides makes it even better. We then have this stunning window up here, which I love. And this has been made with steps and half stones. Looks beautiful. And the two windows beneath it also look equally beautiful. And then let's come up, mustn't fly into the building, and you can see that this is where it's been ruined, and I think the ruination makes it even better. You can see the roof beams, the rafters, you can see the ancient wood, you can see the roof tiles, and then this glorious, glorious roof. Look at that. The whole lot is grey ceramic shingle roofing. Wonderful. I just love this detail here, where you've got this glorious column and then you've got the supporting columns with it. These are the things I would love to take back. Whether they would look, I mean, mine is a domestic build. Whether these would be too much for it, I don't know. But let's have a quick look. Let's just go down a little bit. And you can see that what we've got are buttresses on the bottom floor supporting this wall. But then on this wall, these buttresses that go up like this are called flying buttresses. And we've got a whole line of flying buttresses here. Going up again, these gorgeous pinnacles on the roof. The tower, I think, is just superb. And this is the area you can come up into. And again, looking at it, we've got the lovely windows. We've got these, one almost thinks there may have been statues in these niches in the past. You can see into one of the rooms there. Then there is another room here that I haven't been up yet. Look at the aphids. Then you come up onto the top of the tower and it overlooks this eating place. Isn't this wonderful up here? Absolutely wonderful. The height of this thing, the sheer size of this is amazing. And this is the writing area here in this one. And there are cages here. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go out of the window and look at this side of it. We are above the trader now. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Fabulous. So this is the north face here. Beautiful. Beautiful symmetry of form, but not a symmetry of bricks. And I think that's part of the magic. We've got another lovely window here. We've got openings here. We've got everything you could possibly want for in a cathedral. Let's go round and have a look at the north face. Not the north face. This will be the west face, I think. Yeah. So shifting down again. Again, we've got symmetry between the two sides. Again, we've got the buttresses on the ground floor, and we have another gorgeous doorway that mirrors the one on the other side. Superb flying buttresses, gorgeous, gorgeous top, and a little bit of ruin here. I think it makes it all the more spectacular, the fact that it's been ruined. I really do. I wonder what would have caused this ruin. And then we have the very, very much ruined south side. Yeah, this is where they would face to worship. Oh, I almost think it would be wonderful if we had a meteorite sitting under here and it had been struck by a meteorite. I've just seen there is another ruin over there. I hadn't even seen that one. And let's have a look up here, because this is where we're into the internal roof structure, where you can see we've got this galleried hall, which is what you would have in a lot of cathedrals. A lot of them have these walkways round the top. They really do. And then you've got an area that has been opened to the elements on this side. And at the top, this glorious chandelier. Most of the lanterns are ruined, but there are 2 lanterns intact. And look at the chains, guys. Wonderful chains. Absolutely gorgeous. So this is what it looks like when you're flying around. A broken buttress there. And you've even got, you know, bits of rocks. Look at that thing. Bells. I mean, it's so dangerous, this place. It really is. But if you can sneak in and grab things, it is well worth it, as I am going to show you. But my goodness, it's glorious but dangerous. Now, when you come down here, this is where the storytelling begins. If you just want to look at the building and you don't want spoilers, stop watching now. But if you don't mind spoilers, as I said, I am in creative. Now, this is where it gets really odd. I noticed that all the doors were closed when I came in, except for this one. This is the only open door I found. And you can see there's a trader up there. But look, these are barricades. And it tells a story. Look at this. Sharpened wooden stakes. Whatever they were doing, they were trying to stop things coming in from the outside. This is a bell head. Dead aphids, they were under attack here. And look, we have the skeletons, the humanoid carcasses. Oh my word. And we have the ruined bookcases. We have ruined walls. Forget this fertility saw. That was me trying to save myself in this ruin. But it tells a story, guys. It tells a wonderful story of trying to man the barricades, trying to keep them out. But they were overwhelmed. And the enemies flooded in to this area. You can just see it. It has a strange resonance with me of the mines of Moria. You know, they were trying to keep them out. They couldn't get out, but they were trying to keep the enemies out. But at the end they failed and they were overwhelmed with enemies. Oh my goodness, so much sadness in what should have been a glorious place. It is all the more glorious, though, for the story and for being ruined. Now, through here, there were a couple of pots here, which I've taken. You can see we've got bell racks, locust racks. We've got old bits of timber. Now, through here, I was trying to barricade and failed. I was overwhelmed with locusts. There were some nice pots in here. There are some beautiful sun banners, purple sun banners. There are flasks, you know, there's quite a lot in here. I have raided this bit. This is me putting this here because I wanted to get into this bit. I thought there might be something under the floor where we had a corpse, but we didn't. This was another stand that somebody had made. There were more barricades against the door. They were fighting against the onslaught of unbelievable enemies. Truly awful. However, there are ways up, and we are in the right-hand tower, so we can go up the ruined ladders. Now, it's serious spoilers from now on, guys, so if you don't want spoilers, stop watching. In here was an armory. I've taken the armour stands, and there was a copper shovel, and I found a helm and some wooden armour. But look at this, guys. Look at the beautiful, beautiful vaulting. And then look at the way this is constructed. It's so complex. It is so complex. So we go up this wonderful aged wooden ladder. And you can look down below if you want to. You come through here. We go up again. And then look, there's a balcony. Can you see what I see? 2 saw blade locusts. This is a seriously dangerous place. We go up again, and yeah, we go through this door and we get out on a balcony. Isn't this wonderful? I haven't touched this balcony. Oh, look at that, guys. What a view. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I don't know how you would take this over as your home. And you look in here, you find you've got firewood, a huntsman's tunic, 5 peat bricks. They're obviously using them in the brazier. Really gorgeous. And then you come up this place and look at this. It's just gorgeous. These things spawn even in the light. They do not wait for darkness. We have double chests. Look at this. I can't get to this. We have more sun banners. We have ruined tapestries, but there's one part that's intact. More double chests. What loot. What loot. What danger. Look at that. Yuck. We come out here. And we are overlooking the bit that goes round. We'll go around that in a minute. Let's keep going in here, yeah. So ancient scroll racks, more beautiful views. We come through here. Look at it. Omek boards, tables. You know, these we could take, these beautiful, beautiful acacia logs, blue wallpaper. More wonderful chests full of 33 wallpaper, half a painting. Ghastly, look at this. Corrupt Drifter. This is light. Look at the wonderful banners. Don't you just want them? I do. Iron fences, gorgeous fireplace. It's absolutely beautiful. So we have the banners up there, none of which I can get to at the moment. My armour isn't good enough. Let us go up again. Actually, let's go out here. Yes, these are how you get to the side bits. Let's go around first. Look at this. Hello. A bell. It's broad daylight, guys. There is light shining in, but the bell has still spawned. A ruined lantern, ruined bookcases. There's so much ruin around, as you would expect. But nonetheless, we can go along here. Isn't this gorgeous? Beautiful tables. Absolutely wonderful. More roof that's fallen in. And then this way, again, more roof, more tables, more wall. You know, you could make a whole build out of this. If you find this ruin, you could just nibble away at the edges bit by bit. And these guys are, you know, not fazed by light, by sunlight. They're quite happy to be here. Yeah, and we can get to the other side, have another look round. Isn't this building just exquisite, though? Look at it, guys. I am going to try and take down one of these small spirals and see if I can fit them on my roof. Well, I don't think they're spirals. The speleothum, shale speleothum. I wonder if they're part of something else. We've got ruined wall hooks. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. I mean, I'm just awestruck wandering around this place. I think each window is a marvel. But it's so dangerous. It's like the Resonance Archives. Look at this. Do you want this? I do. Look at the banners. So what's up here that they're hiding? Ooh, ruined doors galore. It's just a ruined door. Maybe, ooh, and a torch holder. I love torch holders. I want the torch holder. But the banners are superb. I just want them. But how am I going to get them? I mean, the amount you have to go through to get them. We've got a painting, more chests. Oh, 5 rusty gears. Yep, another area you can go into. So this runs all along the walls, and we can go up here as well. So you've got a whole table here that's full of useful things. There is an intact globe and an armillary there. I want it. But look what's lying next to them. A bell. You know, it's so frustrating. Let's go up here. And we have more ruined books. A beautiful little bookcase here. I mean, these little details, these little balconies and things like that, just gorgeous. And this is the main window we saw from the front, if you remember, guys. Lovely, absolutely lovely. Ugh. Right, this is the other side that we can go around. And look at these things you find. I think these are rather good. They're ruined caches, but they're such a vibrant colour. And look at that, purple tablecloth. Of course, I'm thinking, can I get up here from down below and just climb up and over the roof? I have a feeling that something will spawn if I do, but it's not a bad idea. But I mean, there's stuff spawning everywhere, even in daylight. Isn't it beautiful, this building, though? Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's fantastic. Dampus has done such a great job. Oh, look at that, iron block. The iron cross, yes. My goodness. Okay, we have to go back this way, around the inside. And that's the chandelier up there. I don't know if we can get up on the roof. I haven't been up there yet. Okay, so this is the bit that if you run hard enough, you can actually run round. You need good armour. But if you stop to collect anything, boy, are you in trouble with this lot. I love the way the doors creak. Yeah, I think that's ambush. Okay, let's go down. I'm going to shut all the doors behind me. Yeah. It's all the creaking, isn't it? And then this lovely staircase. It would be so easy to have left that unsupported, but the fact that there are support beams up the walls and on the side just makes it absolutely real to me. Right, we go down again. Yeah, this is the area I am used to. Let's shut that door. I need to go back through the door I put in, which has saved me on occasions. Now on the other side it gets even worse, guys. It really does, because we've got a beautiful torch holder there, but we go through into here, and I have removed a couple of pots, and look at this. We've got a locust nest. I took one out. I can't get this one out. And I couldn't get the other one out, this one. So we've got 2 of these almost netting nests. This one, which I think is the most beautiful of all. And then we've got ruined weapons everywhere. We come into here. This was another scene of devastation. Unfortunately, we've got these rotted tapestries. I bet they were gorgeous. we go up, and then I think we are going to, look at that, come up to the same sort of arrangement as on the other side. Yes, we come up into a room. It's not quite the same. There's a beautiful couple of pots here. There are double chests. Look at the moulds. I mean, if I found this early on, I might die a lot as I came through here, but my goodness, what a gift. And then another lovely balcony. Let's hop over here. This is the one going up. Does it come up at the other end of that? It does look similar. It looks similar. It's probably the same. Yes, it is the same. We've just come up the other end. Right, let's go out and down. So there's two ways of getting up. They are both heavily guarded. They are both highly dangerous. And out here, look at this. This is the bedroom. Ruins everywhere. Oh my word. So many riches. Where does that go? Look at this beautiful, beautiful timber work. Look at the saw blade locusts everywhere. There's another altar there. Yes, I took one of these. They are beautiful. You can see all the pots. Oh my gosh. That's where they did the cooking. There's an oven door there. My word. A watering can. Good grief, there's so much loot here. Oh, I know. And of course, I can't take anything when I'm in creative. It would just be cheating too much, wouldn't it? Yeah, we're back again at the end of that long, long room. Yeah, this overlooks that room. It's a different room. Still beautiful and so dangerous. Right, let's hop down. I shut every door behind us, I tell you. Yeah, I've come down into the other area. That's okay. Right, let's pop down. Okay. Right. My little efforts at barricades. Right, I've gone right across the top. Now, I am going to go down into the catacombs. Now, this is going to be very, very serious spoilers, guys. So, if you don't want to see the serious spoilers, let me know. I'm just trying to think where the catacombs are. I need to mark them on here. Yeah. Here we go. Right, let's get rid of my soil. Ooh. Nope, there is nothing there. Okay. Right. Odd. Now, where was the other one? I think it might be at the other end. Yeah, I'm not going down here because it looks as if those do not have anything there. So let's hop up here, admiring this beautiful, beautiful tracery stonework. And then, now these are really serious spoilers, guys. So if you don't want to know what's down here, stop watching. Oh my word. Oh gosh. Dark. Oh. Wow. Down, down, down. I would call this a crypt under a cathedral. Oh my word. Ooh. What are these? Oh, coffins. Of course they're coffins. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at it. So many coffins. I love the candles. Sounds silly, doesn't it? But that little bit of light just makes a difference. And what would be through there? Oh my gosh. It's absolutely full of bells, rotten things. Oh, child's toy. How sad. Coffins, torch holders. It's these catacombs. A flower pot with a mushroom in. Oh. Yeah, you're trying to sound, aren't you? But there's wealth down here. There are torch holders, coffins, beautiful iron fences. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And the poor people who died down here. They'd probably come down here for security, but life was not going to treat them that well. I don't know how you deal with a place like this, because light isn't really going to work, is it? Because you saw upstairs things were actually spawning in spite of the light. Let's come over here. Oh gosh. It's infested. Absolutely infested. So where's your nest, mate? This is a place to get lost and die. Oh my gosh. How do you find your way out? Oh. Oh my. The Hansa banners. Oh gosh. Look at this. A resonator. Traveller's solitude. Torch holders. All the bits and pieces I love. I mean, the coffins themselves are gorgeous. I think they're made of claystone ashlar. They look like andesite. They look blue. So much stuff. I mean, I could bring torches, put them in the torch holders is the answer, isn't it? I'm not sure it's going to help. Are these emitting their own light, or is it me? I think the child's toys are desperately sad. Right, let's try and find a way out. Ooh. I think it might be this way. Or not. Yeah, you can hear things spawning in. There's a whole collection of mushrooms down here. This was built for me because I like... Oh, you have spawned down here. I like collecting mushrooms. Good, we're going up. Let's hope we can go up further. Yes, we have found the way out. Oh my word, it's such a relief to get out into this beautiful, beautiful cathedral. Wow. such a joy, this place. Right, guys. That is a quick tour of what I think is one of the best builds I have ever seen. I just think it's fantastic. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. And the light is fabulous in here. Absolutely fabulous. So, if you come across this ruin, I'm afraid I may have spoilt the surprise for you. But if you never come across it, isn't it wonderful to know that things like this exist? Okay. Bye-bye, my friends.